nobody ever knew anything. I knew everything. That's the conspiracy. Next line. I feel like it don't be the pickup line that we have. It be
everything else going on, like
what we were doing, and then you just got flowers yesterday. Chill out.
I'm Kiona, and this is
Lauren.
And today we're online with a Q&A girl chat. I've never done one of these before. Have you?
No. Okay. And she loves them, and she's like, let's do one. I'm like,
they're like some of my favorite videos to watch because like you just get to know the creator and people be asking weird questions. So yeah, let's jump right into it.
I want to put my earrings on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Our girl is back. We are gonna take a shot to start everything off. This is just some Grey Goose vodka. We have no chasers, but we did eat.
We actually made some fried rice. She made vegetable fried rice. I made shrimp fried rice. So go check out my channel. It'll be on the screen.
Yes.
Of how we made the fried rice.
And check out all her other videos too. She's been making videos a lot longer than I have, so she has tons of content to watch. And yeah, I love the channel.
Thanks. Love yours too.
Okay.
Cheers. Oh my god.
So thank you to everybody who sent in questions. Really appreciate it.
What's the biggest thing you had to overcome as a creator?
Me first? I think just like actually creating, like putting myself out there and like promoting myself like on my Instagram and my TikTok has been the biggest thing. And the response has been good. So really it was all in my head.
Mine has been like creating a schedule, and like that also ties into like creating a balance between like I have a 9 to 5 and I'm also in school.
Yeah.
So like creating a balance between everything I have going on besides creating. Also keeping up with trends. Oh my god, having to post on TikTok.
TikTok is so fun though.
It is fun.
Love it.
Once you get your groove, it is fun, but it took me a minute.
These are just a mashup of questions, okay? There is no like, yeah. All right, so question number 1, do you believe in any conspiracy theories?
No.
None?
I don't like conspiracy things.
Why?
Cause like, there's no like hard evidence. It's not hard evidence, like it's kind of hard for me to believe. Like I don't believe in it. Like it's like, it's there, it's just around.
Okay, I believe in a ton, you know, random things, but like I do believe it because it's like, this world is so big and there's so much unknown that to me, like saying that a conspiracy theory can't be true.
It's not that I don't think that they're not true.
You just don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm okay with not knowing.
Okay, I'm not.
I feel like there's a lot of people who like, have to be like, nah, I know, and it's like, you don't know. You don't know.
Nobody ever knows, but I do like to seek the truth. So I like to because you can get a little further down than what you knew. You know what I mean?
I don't care enough. Like I remember everyone went on like this whole Illuminati loophole.
Yeah.
I was just not interested. Like, cause my whole thing is what I'm gonna do. If I find out that the earth is flat.
Certain things to me, it's like how it relates to your life. So like, these theories of like the earth being flat is like, how does that relate to my life? So if you're into astrology, then the way that earth is mapped out affects the way that we relate to the stars. And it's just like, what are we actually here on this earth for?
Okay.
You know,
like a conspiracy theory I believe in is astrology then. Cause you're right, cause how is astrology?
Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I feel like astrology is probably made up. But then wouldn't anything be a theory? Cause wouldn't math be made up?
No. I mean, everything. This is why I love stuff like this. Everything is made up. This is why
I don't.
Everything is made up, right? Because that's what I'm saying. What are we here to do? Like, who put us here?
That's why I don't really care.
I do. I'm just like, I need to know a little bit more.
And then it's also like, I also feel like, where does it stop?
Well, you don't. You have to stop it for yourself. You determine your limits and your boundaries. So if it's getting too much, and this is how you stay grounded, like, because you can really go off on a tangent and just be losing your mind.
No, I do feel like, like I feel like it could get kind of crazy.
It can.
Like, if you keep on.
But that's when you go little by little and you ground yourself and you remember, like, even though all these things that I'm finding out that are true for me now, is like, I still have to live in this society right now, 2023. So even though I have different theories about the actual date, the actual new year, this and that.
I feel like you though, you're still referring to as a theory. I feel like some of these people don't think that they're theories.
Some of them I don't think are theories, but I know that that's what they're viewed as. To me, a fact is the new year does not start January 1st. Okay. Like I went down this rabbit hole, like but I still call it a theory because the mass society still like says January 1st.
I feel like because time is made up. So then at that point,
and they switch calendar. What's the worst pickup line you've ever gotten?
I feel like all of them are really bad. Hey, my friend wants to talk to you.
Oh gosh, yeah. I was just about to say I don't think I have any, but that is like the
my
worst.
friend wants to talk to you.
Excuse me.
Clearly not that bad.
Right.
Sending you out.
I don't think I have any.
And I feel like it don't be the pickup line that we have. It be
everything else going on. Like what's actually happening here?
Why do you think that right now is the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't have any. Usually guys, I don't get approached a lot, number one.
Me either.
But when I do get approached, it's
pretty normal.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
I just am usually not interested. What's the worst trouble you got into as a kid?
Oh my god, when I saw that, I immediately thought when I shaved off my eyebrows. Do you remember that? No! It wasn't, my mom didn't even yell at me.
Oh,
I was at my mom's friend's house. I was at her best friend's house. And she had those razor things. And I remember seeing it on TV and I was like, I noticed like this is from TV. So I was like, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. And I was at like my babysitter's house. I shaved off like a little bit of my eyebrow. My mom was looking at me like, you look a little different. And she couldn't really notice like at first. And then I think I told her, oh, like I used
you told her yourself
the razor.
too.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like I think I just wanted to see what was up with the gadget. And my mom didn't even yell at me that well because I think she was impressed that my eyebrows looked good.
So you got it to be kind of done. Wow, that's crazy.
So, but then her friend OD'd on me, like don't touch stuff that's not yours. That was like,
for real.
But she didn't hit me or anything. But that was like the most trouble I got into.
Okay, the worst trouble I got to as a kid. Well, I was a teenager.
We're cousins, by the way. She didn't say that.
Yeah, sorry. We're cousins, and like we talked when we were younger, but we're getting a lot closer now. So like, this is very interesting to hear your stories. Because
and then like I think we knew of stories of each other because our moms,
of course, you know how black moms are.
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna be like that. I swear.
So our moms told each other what we were doing, and then that's when my mom was like, yo, like this is what happened, blah, like so.
Okay, so the worst trouble I got into, oh my god, and I hope he does not watch this video. So I had a little boyfriend in like, I want to say it was 9th grade. Yeah, it was 9th grade because I was already in high school. I went to high school in Harlem. He went to high school in the Bronx. So in order for me to come home,
school?
No,
Okay.
actually, because this year I used to get out early on certain days, so I would leave school at 2 p.m. He would cut class, and he would just go home. And so like, we lived uptown, so for me to come from Harlem uptown, I would have to pass Gun Hill. I would just get off on Gun Hill at his stop, go to his house. We used to do it all the time on this particular day. Like say it was like a Monday, it was like my Monday routine. I would go there. The thing is, I was a virgin all through high school, so we weren't even doing anything that bad. We were just hanging out. We would make out occasionally, stuff like that. Like it wasn't even that deep. This particular day, we were like kind of like on the verge of breaking up, so we really didn't do anything but talk that day. And I was just in his house, and I would stay there from like 2 to 5 and leave like before his mom came home. This day though, she came home, and so I was about to leave. He looks out, he's like, damn, my mom's outside. And I'm like, what? But it's getting late. It was like in the winter, so it's getting dark, and I'm like, okay, well, I have to go because like I'm not trying to be riding the train, man, late, blah blah, I gotta get home. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go. So I go, she sees me leave, and she's like, Keona. I'm like, oh my god. So I try to keep walking like I didn't hear her. She follows me in the car, and she's like, Keona, I see you get in the car. And I'm like, oh my god. So I get in the car.
Mom?
Yeah, I knew who she was. I met her before, but I'm not supposed to be sneaking out her house. Like,
I feel like that's not even that bad.
it was terrible. She drove me home and talked to my mom.
But what? Y'all wasn't even doing nothing.
She didn't know that though.
I guess like,
you
because,
know, as a parent,
you know what it is? I guess because we're older and like, we're like, oh, like you was just at his house. I feel like it's not even, and they knew that you guys were dating. I guess it was because they didn't know.
They didn't know that, yeah. And my mom's like, you're supposed to already have been home. Like, what are you doing? Because I think I used to tell her like, oh, I'm just at my friend's house or something like that.
You were at your friend's house?
Yeah, my boyfriend. But yeah, she drove me home. She talked to my mom. I remember like sitting down in the living room with all of us, And she was just like, well, what are we gonna do about this? Because you guys can't be sneaking around. It's so dangerous. You were about to walk to the train station. It's late at night. You know we live in a dangerous neighborhood. I'm like, it's not dangerous, number one, because I'd be roaming around all the time. Yeah. 2, yeah, it was 6. It was getting dark because it was winter, but it wasn't that serious. But anyway, you know what my mom said? She was like, next time let her walk. She needs to learn her lesson. I was like, what? That's crazy.
Oh, she drove her home. She drove you home to make sure that you were safe.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
she was. Nice.
She's a real sweetheart. She
that's
is.
So nice.
She is.
I think it's that next time make her walk. I feel like that's not even that much of a punishment.
It's not, because I would have
done it.
What are some of your goals that you set for the new year?
I wanted 1,000 followers on TikTok.
I did too, and I accomplished it. I know.
So good job.
Look at us. I really didn't set any like New Year's goals. I just overall wanted to continue what I was doing, and like the theme of my year is like be consistent and do things out of my comfort zone. I'm destined to reach the amount of subscribers that I want. It's gonna come to me. What I need to work on is the consistency of making the videos and like improving my quality and stuff like that. Like the numbers will come. So I do have it up so that I see it every day and I pass by it and I keep it in my mind, but I'm not like, by this time I need to be here by this time. Do you have any fitness goals? And someone asked me, do I measure my booty growth with a tape measure? So if you follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of pictures of my butt. Not like that, but just because I'm so proud of it. I am starting from ground zero, no booty. Like booty does not run in our family. So I really like wanted to grow my legs and my butt. And it's also kind of hard for me to eat a lot, and you need to eat a lot to put on weight. So I'm very proud of my butt. I don't measure it with a tape measure or anything like that. I just measure it on like how I look. I don't really even weigh myself. It's just like, do I like how I look in the mirror? Am I going towards where I want to be? Like that.
Same.
Yeah.
I used to count my calories, but
me too. Yeah, I don't. I'm just like, just eat more and you'll be fine. And do I have any goals? Not specific fitness goals, just to work out at least 3 times a week. And that's more for health too, because I'm getting older. I'm 30. If you wait too long, you're gonna be 45 and then you're not gonna start.
I at least try to stretch. And I've been walking, even though it's been so cold. I'll like walk for like a few minutes, like just around.
Yeah.
Like,
or like we walk to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like
so
that.
like it's just something little. Like I'll just try to walk. I also make sure I stretch. Like if I, because that's still movement at the end of the day.
It is. Like yoga.
So yeah, and then I also like sit at work. Like I have to sit. So like it's good to stretch and
just get up and walk around.
Going, yeah. So.
Yeah, because I work from home too, so it's like you're really just sitting all day. You need to get up. Yeah, that's very true.
That's just all I'm trying to do. Just try to do something every day that involves movement.
I'm like trying to avoid this.
We can take another shot. Cheers.
Cheers. What's your favorite book?
I recently read Communion. It just snatched me by my neck. I read it in like 2 weeks.
I have a lot of favorite books because I just be reading.
I don't read. She's like a real reader.
Yeah. If you follow me on TikTok, you already know that.
She has a book talk.
I made a post about like 5-star reads because in the book talk community, we be all over the place with the giving out stars. Like it's like 11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho. I really, really, really love that book. He also wrote The Alchemist, which is like everybody's favorite book. So if you read any of his work, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Like he's really good. You in a relationship or talking to anyone?
No.
At all?
No.
You're not even talking to nobody?
No.
You just got flowers yesterday?
Chill out. I went on one date.
Well, I am not in a relationship or talking to anyone, and I really don't want to be either. I want to be single.
I want to, but
it'll come. Describe me using 3 words. I've got to think about mine too.
Bubbly.
I would say adventurous.
So something I recently realized about Keona is that like she be doing whatever she wanna do.
Facts.
Like, and I never realized about her until like that. I was like last week. I was like, dang, she really just be doing anything.
Whatever I want to do.
I've
always been like that too.
I never noticed that. Like I used to always be like, huh, but whatever. Is that stubborn? But it's like not in a bad way.
I'm just like an individual.
I feel like stubborn is very like.
But people be saying I'm stubborn.
You are stubborn, but like I feel like stubborn has a negative connotation. But you can be stubborn and it can be like a good thing. Like headstrong, I feel like that's a little bit more positive.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay, so very like headstrong and.
I would say social for you too.
You think I'm social?
She is very social. She tries to downplay it, but I've seen Lauren just like work a crowd. And I know that sounds like what, but it's like, that's something I would just not be able to do. I'm not that social of a person. Like when you threw your party, I was very impressed. Like obviously those are your friends and stuff, but to just see how you like worked the room and like made sure everybody was engaged, everybody had something going on and like felt comfortable and stuff like that, I think that's a skill. Yeah, I think she's very social. And you'll be having social jobs too.
Yeah, I work in PR. It is a part of my job.
Yeah.
I've always been social, but I never really thought of it.
It's a skill too. It's a good one to have.
I never thought of it.
Because me, it's like I have to force myself.
You know why? Because when I was in school, disruptive influencing class, all I did was talk the entire 45 minutes. At work, I knew all the answers. Literally was the only one ever answering anything, any of the questions. Nobody ever knew anything. I knew everything, but I just talked to everybody.
Down? Does that make sense?
I'd be with whatever.
Yeah, but like I don't have a word for that. But I love that about her. Because me, I'd be apprehensive. Like you can get me to do it. I can definitely be convinced, but I need to hear the spiel first. You know what I mean? Like
no, because I'm really quick at making decisions.
Yes.
You could be like, oh, like let's do da-da-da. If I'm like, but if you're like, if it don't sound right, I'll be like, no.
Exactly.
But that's the thing, I'll be like, no. But it's either yes or no. It's never like you can convince me. If it's like if it's no, it's a hard no. But yeah, like.
But more times than not, I mean, maybe it's just the stuff I'd be asking you. It'd be a yes.
It don't be nothing.
And it don't be even like a big discussion. Like yeah, sure, like whatever. Like when I was like, I'm thinking about going to Vegas for my birthday. You're like, yeah, I'm going. Like tell me when you guys get the tickets, and you should make a group chat too. What are we eating when we go? I'm like, damn, I just decided this 10 minutes ago. Can we slow down? Like that's how she be on it, and I love that. Do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I do too.
And I also don't believe that they have to be romantic. Like I think that like your friends can be your soulmates.
That's what I was gonna say.
Than one.
Yeah, I definitely think you can have more than one. I definitely have 3 right currently. Finesse, Nicole, and my daughter Saint are like my soulmate. I feel like we've all known each other in another life. We keep finding each other when we come back, and like
I'm dead. I feel like you and Finesse makes it. I feel like Nicole is so different from you guys.
She is, but like your soulmate doesn't have to be just like you. We fit together so like freaking frack. It's like it's crazy, but yeah, those are my girls, and Saint is literally a carbon copy.
Well, you.
I know. Pushed her out. Okay, number 10. Are you romantic? What does romance mean to you?
I think I can be romantic. Like I don't think that like I'm romantic by like nature. I think I'm like thoughtful. So and I think being thoughtful.
Is that what it means to you?
Can be yeah.
I'm definitely romantic. I used to call myself a hopeless romantic, but I realized that words have a lot of power. So, you know, a couple years back, I decided I need to drop that hopeless. We're just romantic. I like everything about romance, from like the way you talk to somebody, embodying their love languages, sharing with each other, being intimate with each other, the roses, the chocolates, the soft music, the being like super feminine. That's what it means to me, and I like when my partner can like reciprocate that in a way and like understand that that's what I like, and then we work on that together.
See, you name very specific things, and that's why I said thoughtful, because I don't think that any of those things are romantic. Like romance, like I feel like that's like textbook thing, but like getting me something that you know that's very specific to me, that's thoughtful, because I feel like you can, like people kind of do those things like the roses and the like as like there's no thought put into that. Yeah, because it's kind of give like, you know, so
it's like the typical things that you get. But what I'm saying is like it took me a while to realize that like I am basic in that way. It's like I very much want you to cover the place with roses and balloons, have me walk into a candlelight dinner. Like
I want that, but for me, like I would want it to be curated for me. If that makes sense.
It does, but I'm just saying, I'm just basic like that. Like that would work for me.
It would work for me too, but I'm saying like if you just made it just like it would make it just a little bit more special if you just took that extra step to like curate it to me. Yeah,
like did it in the library for me. Just took that extra step.
That's what I mean. Yes. That's what I mean.
Or like if he had the weekend playing the piano for you. I know what you mean. Elevated a little bit, but I'm saying I do like that basic stuff, and I think a lot of guys think that.
Ow, oh my God. I mean,
she's a bit of a perfectionist. I'd be like, let's just get it in.
That's better.
Okay. Who's your celebrity crush?
Jonathan Majors.
Who is that?
You ever watch Lovecraft Country?
The main guy? Oh, he's hot. That's a good one.
But he's like 5'10". That's the only thing. But
What you mean? What do you mean? You think he's too short? That's short to you?
Aren't you like 5'10"?
No, I'm 5'7.5".
I thought you were like 5'9".
Sharon's like 5'9". That's
Oh
my
yeah,
sister.
that is right. That is right.
Yeah. My thing is just like, why lie? Just tell me.
I think the measurement is different. I think that they're telling them. I genuinely think that their doctor is telling them that they're 5'10". I just think that they.
There's no way. We all use the same thing when we go to the
That's
doctor.
a conspiracy theory that I believe in. That's a conspiracy theory that I believe in. I believe that they be using different tape measures than us because there's no way.
They just be lying. That's the conspiracy. Niggas lie. My celebrity crush, I have a couple. I really love The Weeknd. Not The Weeknd, Party Next Door. Sorry, he's here, so I just thinking about him.
Like, I love him, but he's not my crush.
I love Party Next Door.
He's kind of cute. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I love Party Next Door. I also like St. John. I think he's really cute too. Yeah, that's enough. We don't have to keep going.
I just like Jonathan Majors. I think he's fire.
When do you feel sexiest?
All the time.
Me too.
And not even like sexy and like a
overly like.
Yeah, it's like I always feel
way.
good about myself. I feel like that's sexy.
Yeah.
I always feel
confidence.
good about myself. Yeah.
Same here. I always feel sexy. For a while though, I felt guilty about that. Like after I had my baby, because I just felt like as a mom, you don't want to portray the wrong image to your kid. It is, because anything I wear to, people will be like, oh, you're trying to show off your boobs, or like you're trying to show off your body, and it's like, really, I just have titties and I exist. It's like, it's nothing I can do. But yeah, I've gotten over it. I'm just like, whatever, I'm sexy. Thank you for noticing. One more shot. Oh my god. Nicole's gonna pick me back up and be like, what were y'all doing?
You don't have to try.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. And yeah, tell me if I should do more of these, because these really are like some of my favorite videos to watch.
I did have fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
I wouldn't do it again though. Unless like you made me do it on your channel. But like I wouldn't do it like on my channel.
I want to do it with like more people too.
That would be the girl.
Alright, cheers.
Alright guys. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.